10 transfers that felt like money laundering. 1. Alex Teixeira. In 2016, Liverpool fans were excited. They were about to sign one of Europe's hottest Brazilian midfielders, Alex Teixeira from Shakhtar Donetsk. But suddenly something strange happened. A club no one expected swooped in Jiangsu Suning from the Chinese Super League and dropped a shocking €50 million to steal him away. He earned massive wages, disappeared from the European spotlight, and when Jiangsu Suning collapsed financially in 20-1, the story of that €50 million deal looked even more suspicious. 2. Oscar. In 2017, the football world did a double take. Chelsea's Brazilian playmaker Oscar, just 25 years old and in his prime, suddenly left the Premier League. Not for Real Madrid, not for PSG-, but for Shanghai SIPG and the Chinese Super League. And Oscar's reported for £100,000 per week salary. That only deepened suspicions, especially when he later admitted he moved for financial reasons. 3. Papi Djilabadji. In the summer of 2015, Chelsea fans were expecting big signings. When a player signs, never plays, and quietly disappears within weeks, it doesn't feel like a sporting decision, it feels like a transaction. Fans began to wonder, was Djilabadji's transfer really about football, or something else? 4. Ricardo Kishna. A once promising Ajax winger moved for a surprisingly high fee, then vanished from the scene. The payment structure and agent involvement sparked whispers about financial creativity. In 2015, Dutch football had a new star in the making. A young winger from Ajax named Ricardo Kishna. Instead of joining a major Premier League or Bundesliga club, Kishna made a €6 million move to Al Azio. And from that moment on, his career vanished. 5. Carlos Tevez. He'd conquered Manchester United, Manchester City, and Juventus. A legend known for passion, power, and chaos. But in 2017, at the peak of his fame, Tevez made one of the strangest moves in football history, leaving Boca Juniors for Shanghai Shenhua in a deal worth a staggering €84 million package. 6. Malcolm. In 2018, Malcolm was one of Brazil's brightest young wingers. After lighting up League One with Bordeaux, he joined Barcelona for around €41 million. Malcolm barely played at Barca. He only 15 La Liga appearances, 1 goal, no real impact. Malcolm's deal came during a time when Russian clubs were under scrutiny for opaque financial transactions. 7. Ezequiel Garay. In 2014, Argentine defender Ezequiel Garay was one of Europe's most underrated center-backs. He had just led Benfica to a Europa League final, was an Argentina international, and one of the top defenders in Portugal. Investigations into Benfica's accounting later revealed that the Garay deal was one of several transfers that raised red flags for unusual payment structures. 8. James Rodriguez. Once upon a time, James Rodriguez was the next big thing at Real Madrid. James arrived in Paris with big expectations, but within months, it was clear he didn't fit. So why did PSG pay €25 million for him in the first place? James himself later admitted the move was a mistake, saying he lost focus and motivation. But the real mystery was behind the scenes, where the money moved far smoother than the player ever did. 9. Denilson. Everyone expected him to join Real Madrid, Barcelona, maybe even AC Milan, but something unbelievable happened. Out of nowhere, Real Betis, a mid-table La Liga team, broke the world transfer records, paying £21.5 million for Denilson. 10. Miralem Pjanic. And in 2023, Italian prosecutors finally called it what it was. Miralem Pjanic moves from Juventus to Barcelona. Barcelona announced they were buying Pjanic for €60 million.